Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy the Chief, aka the Chef, aka the only person to go 15-0 in the Brawl Stars Championship Challenge, bringing you a brand new episode of Brawl Stars, where inside of today's video, I'm going to be running through all 5 maps and modes you're going to be playing in the Championship Challenge and giving you 2 easy brawlers to play to hopefully be able to pick up some wins. Now, ignore the fact that I said I went 15-0. I haven't played it yet, but the challenge is coming out in just 1 hour or 1 day and 4 hours from when I'm recording this video. I think by the time I post it, it's going to be like less than 16 hours away, so I'm super excited for the challenge to come out. And in honor of the challenge coming out, I went to the pro players at Tribe Gaming and asked them for 2 of the best brawlers you can play on every single map and mode to have success. Use these brawlers if you guys want to win. Let's go and start things out on Hard Rock Mine. So Hard Rock Mine is a classic gem grab map where 2 brawlers are going to shine above the rest, and the first one I'm going to be showing off for you guys has to be Carl. Now, Carl is one of the best brawlers inside of all of Brawl Stars, no doubt. In fact, a lot of these maps and modes, you're going to be able to play Carl on and have a lot of success. Carl does so well at being able to throw down with damage. He's tanky enough to be able to hold on to the gems, and if you guys play Carl, you're going to find yourself putting in work with this map due to the fact that Carl has the range to attack people from a distance, but also inside of these bushes at the top and the bottom of the map, he's not too shabby as well. Now, the other brawler I'm going to focus in on is going to end up being B. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't have B as a brawler, so I can't tell you guys to end up playing her, but if you guys do end up having B, this map is so perfect for B due to the long range between the distances where you can go in from, so make sure you guys are using both B and Carl if you want to pick up some easy wins inside a gem grab. Now, if you don't have either of those brawlers, there's a couple of other options which you can play. Honestly, I sort of like playing some of these brawlers like Shelly to sit inside of the bushes, but you have to play it a little bit aggressively if you make your way to your opponent's side of the map. Someone like a Piper can be played in place of a B if you want to get that long range damage to be able to put in work. But again, the best 2 brawlers to play on this map if you want to carry your team and get some easy wins are going to end up being Carl and end up being B. So make sure you guys are using both of those if you want to pick up a win. That's going to do it for Hard Rock Mine. Easy win inside of this one. Let's go ahead and check out Canal Grande and see if we can pick up a dub. Canal Grande is definitely a map that you can go in on with so many brawlers, but one of the best brawlers to easily get in with on this bounty map is going to have to be Tick. Tick is the most annoying brawler inside of Brawl Stars right now, make no mistake. And with all of the different walls on this map and the fact that you're able to cut off so many modes and areas inside of it, this makes Tick one of the best 2 brawlers you could possibly play on this map if you want to end up picking up an easy win. Now, inside of this one, we're already crushing our way through it, but not only with Tick, there's another brawler that seems to stand out above the rest, and that's going to end up being Gene, who honestly is a tier 1 brawler inside of bounty due to the fact that Gene can put in some easy pulls, take people to your side of the map, and end up giving that catastrophic blow to when your opponents least expect it. Other brawlers I like on this map who aren't too bad to play, I sort of like Bo just due to the fact that he can control the very center of the map. Obviously, we have a Bo on our team. There's a few others that you can go with and have success, but if you guys want to pick up some easy wins and maybe not, you know, number 1 and number 2 on the overall rankings list, go ahead and try out Tick and Gene. You're going to find yourself picking up some easy dubs and hopefully making your way past this point in the championship challenge. I know that bounty can be pretty frustrating because even at the last possible second, your opponent's going to go in and try to just throw down and take you out. But especially with someone like Tick, who's just so generally annoying when it comes to Brawl, if you play things right, you should find yourself winning more often than not, so long as you don't get destroyed by a penny destroying your face and taking you out. Now, if you guys didn't check my top 5 list already, it consisted of who is it? We had Daryl inside of the top 5. We had Sandy, Rosa, Carl, as well as B. Those are sure to be some brawlers you're going to find out on the rest of these lists. So most of those brawlers you can play in almost every single game mode and have a lot of success. But for something like bounty, make sure you guys are picking the right brawlers or you're definitely going to regret it. And speaking of regret, running up on an empty BB, probably not my best idea. All right, for the last 15 seconds, let's focus in and trap this BB in a corner, guys. This should be GG well played with Frank laying down the hammer. Again, Tick followed up by the homie Gene. Gonna be super solid brawlers if you want to end up winning inside a bounty. Woo! Hopping into the Ball of Brawl, aka Brawl Ball, we've got 2 brawlers that seem to stand out a little bit above the rest. Number 1, we're going to be trying out Rosa. Rosa just seems to be one of the most dominant tanky brawlers inside of the meta right now. Her alongside Daryl are super good. Obviously, Rosa inside of Brawl Ball, you're able to use your super and just get onto people and completely soak up any attacks they try to throw in with. Rosa's definitely going to find her way to the top of the list here, and her star power that gives you extra HP inside of the grass is super useful inside of this one when you're generally doing most of your combat around all these enemy brawlers in the grass. All right, so that's going to be an easy peek through right there. But if you don't want to go full tanky, a brawler that's already appeared on this list that's going to be super good for Brawl Ball is going to end up being Carl once again. Carl is a Swiss Army knife. You can play him in basically every single mode due to the fact that he's tanky, he has range, he does well enough to be able to carry the ball and drop it in while also bursting down your opponents. Carl, an easy one to go in with for a win, so make sure you're using Rosa, make sure you're using Carl, and you're going to find yourself picking up a lot of wins when it comes to Brawl Ball. Heist is where things get a little bit crazy. Tornado Ring is one of the more interesting maps inside of Brawl Stars. You get a lot of different bushes. So many brawlers can be played on this map actually, but the brawler we're going to be picking up obviously is going to be Daryl. And Daryl, due to the fact that he has the automatically charging up super to where he gets the movement speed to be able to run right towards that safe, is clearly one of the best brawlers you can actually play right here. And that's why he's going to end up topping our list if you want an easy dub. Well, Bull just destroyed my will to live. But again, having that high mobility with Daryl, he's got really great 1v1 potential. He can make his way onto the safe. He can also defend really well against so many different types of brawlers, and that's why he ends up near the top of our list right here. And not only that, one other brawler you might not think of inside of Heist that's actually super good is going to end up being Ems. And Ems, due to the fact that she's got that burn down from the hairspray that she's swinging out, is actually super good for taking down that safe, checking the bushes inside of the tornado ring. And once you get bush control, you can actually end up using Ems to take out obviously enemies with her super, but more than that, use her little hairspray to just burn down the safe. And by the way, I should probably just stop running into every single shot. I feel like these bots are actually sort of know what they're doing, so I can't just look at the camera and go in. But again, Ems is where's Daryl. Really, really great picks. There's some other classic picks you can play inside of Heist, whether it's something like a Carl or a Rico if you want something long range. You can play someone like a Bull if you just want to find your way to the safe and just try to destroy everyone's will to live. Let's just go ahead and run onto the safe ourselves right here. I think these bots don't know when we're really in a bush, so we're able to burn this all the way down to 21,000 HP, guys. But Daryl, really great brawler to be aggressive with, a brawler that not a lot of people know how to deal with, and especially if you get the knockup whenever you go in with your super, you're going to find yourself having a lot of fun. All right, speaking of fun, not very fun facing off against that Bull right here. Let's go and just make our way onto the safe for a couple more easy shots. Bull's probably going to destroy us in the second. 10,000 HP left, and we should be able to get the job done. I love playing the aggressive brawlers. Anyone who has a movement speed or a gap closer is super good, but Ems is probably the complete opposite of that for this map, because you're basically going to be using Ems to keep opponents at bay so they don't want to move forward into your hairspray. Let's go ahead and just move forward right here onto this Bull. Ooh, yeah, he's going to use his super the wrong direction, and hopefully we'll be able to get close to cleaning this one up before the time expires as Carl tries to pummel down right here. One more hit! Ooh. Our Bull needs to go in, or this one's probably going to end up as a tie. 7% left, 13 seconds left on the clock. I'm going to sprint on forward right here. So many people want to take me out. Running on in. Can the Chief do it? GG, well played. That's how you get the job done. Ems, Daryl, use them to get some free wins. So the final map that we're going to be hopping into is Some Assembly Required, which obviously is on Siege. I actually showed you guys this mode the other day when the Brawl Championship Challenge was announced, because it was actually on rotation. The brawler I played then was Rosa, who's really good at being a big fat tank inside of Siege and putting in some work. But the other brawler who I'm going to show you, who you guys would probably end up playing, is going to be Sandy, who's definitely on our top 5 brawler list. And Sandy with Sandy's super can actually just completely go ham against your opponents, and that's why he's going to end up pretty close to the top of our list right here. And let's go and see if we can put in some work. Now, I probably shouldn't just take 8-bit shots to the face, but Sandy has risen up and been a top 7 brawler for the last bit. It's debatable where Sandy sort of finishes out on that map, but Sandy is super good for putting in some damage as well as being tanky enough to take a beating right there. Other brawlers I really like on this mode who are pretty fun to play are obviously going to be something like a Barley, due to the fact that you have the spray and pray. You've got someone like a Tick, obviously, who can use his mines to distract people. Throwers are really common on this map, and like I told you, Rosa is by far and away the best tank brawler to play on this map and mode. So if you guys use one of these combinations of brawlers, you're going to find yourself getting a lot more wins than normal. But Sandy is probably a brawler that you might not expect, that has a ton of success inside of Siege, especially being able to cover the entire center of the map with her super. All right, already right here we've got a Rico we're just gonna have to slap down. Siegebot rolling on through. Sandy with the auto, or with the spray and pray attack, able to just tear his way through opponents right here. Looks like yeah, it looks like Rico's not gonna put much of a charge right there. Robot is on the turret, but I don't know if this one's going to end so well for us. And we actually might lose this to a big old set of bots. I am praying that our Dynamite actually ends up doing something right here. Looks like he won't. Bolts are all over the map right now. Are we actually going to lose this to a bunch of bots right here? Let's keep moving on forward, guys. Probably shouldn't look at the camera and play at the same exact time. Rico going in. Rico going to super my will to live. Ooh, that was a clutch dynamite, 6-3. Guys, we're gonna pull a win right here. Rosa as well as Sandy popping off at number 1 and number 2 on our list. Woo! That was close. So giving you guys a quick run through of the 5 modes, the 5 maps and the brawlers you want to play on each. Number 1, we've got Gem Grab on Hard Rock Mine, where you're going to end up playing Carl or B. On number 2, you got Brawl Ball, where we've got Center Stage with Carl and Rosa. Number 3, Bounty with Canal Grande with Tick and Jean. 4 is Heist with Tornado Ring, Ems and Daryl. And finally, on Some Assembly Required, you're going to rock Rosa or Sandy to find yourself picking up a lot of wins. And in the event you don't like any of these brawlers, just revert to the top 5 brawler list that I talked to you guys just a little bit ago. We've got Carl, B, Rosa, Sandy, as well as Daryl. If you play any of those 5 brawlers on these maps and modes, you're probably going to be in a pretty good spot to win. So long as you don't play these crazy Frank picks, you're not whipping out Mortis on Heist, you're going to have a better chance of succeeding. So feel free to use one of these picks or try one of your own brawlers that are sorted near the top end of that list. That's going to do it for me, though. That's as much advice as I can give you. I can't wait to do this challenge and hopefully end up qualifying at 15 wins. We'll see how it goes, though, so root for me in the comments section below. Inside of the next episode, we'll kick things off and hopefully pick up some wins, guys. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Godspeed.